Hey everybody, it's Benny. We're back here again with another video. Chilling out back. You know, we're doing this quarantine lifestyle, getting sick of it. Trying to stay positive though, hoping this stuff is over soon. There's things you want to do as a human being. So, I'm going to give you guys 8 things you can do. There's plenty of things, but you know, I just wrote 8 things down quick to make a little video about 8 things you could do to improve your health today and continue these things on a daily basis and watch how they impact your life in positive ways. So the first one we got here is a whole foods diet. So that can be, you know, a diet of different varieties. Some people like to do the plant-based thing. Some people like lots of meat. Some people, you know, everybody has their own twist on things, regardless of what that is. Although I may have a certain bias towards, you know, specific diets. The importance is whole foods, quality food, buy local. Source your food within, you know, 100, 200 kilometers, 300 kilometers from your house. Like, you shouldn't have to buy food that comes from different continent. It doesn't make any sense in my opinion. So, local quality food is super important. Cut out the processed food too if you can. Minimize it. Then we've got, you can adopt some form of intermittent fasting. So, you know, people play with different windows. Myself, I like to do a bit of a 1 meal a day approach most days, and then occasionally, depending on my training, sometimes I will do a small meal before my training. A very small meal, either some carbs, but lately I've been just doing protein before with some salt, experimenting with low carb and my performance. But you know, play around with windows, eating windows. So I would definitely, if you're gonna try some intermittent fasting, keep your eating window 8 hours and less, and the shorter the better. Realistically, anybody can do intermittent, or everybody can do intermittent fasting. Ideally, like a 6 to 4 hour window would be really good to work towards for the average person. You know, it helps build more discipline. You're going to get some enhanced benefits from that. Increased lifespan, cancer fighting genes are going on. You know, you don't get all the benefits of long-term fasting, but it's insanely beneficial for your mind and body to do some form of intermittent fasting. Stretching out every day. You know, this is something that can be overlooked pretty commonly, but it's rather important. You know, we become really tight, especially a lot of us living a sedentary lifestyle, or even people like myself. Like, I've been really active my whole life, but I never had a way to deal with stress until recent years, and that made me really tight. And I'm not saying I had a hard life by any means. You know, I've been through some shit, but we all have. But I will say this: I got so tight in my hips and my legs and my psoas, my back, so even my neck. So, you know, I'm paying for it now, and I'm doing all kinds of stretching every night. You know, I got reading David Goggins' book, and I was like, oh wow, you know, I really got to put more effort in. And even something as little as stretching can pay huge, like, it has a massive effect on more than you think. You know, you could have a tight muscle on your neck, and for some reason it could be making you depressed. I know it sounds silly, but there's a lot of tension in those muscles. So open them up, do some yoga, do serious stretching every day, flexibility, work on it. You know, it's going to improve your life. So after stretching, we've got getting outside every day, getting at least an hour of sunlight, like, on your skin. You know, I'm kind of tucked into this tree right now in my backyard, but I'm outside, right? And this morning I spent I don't know, a little under an hour. I did like 30K on my bike. So it was I think 56 minutes, and I did 27 or 28K. So not quite 30K, and it wasn't a fast pace. It's a leisurely pace for me, but I was out in the sun. You know, I didn't want to do it, but I did it anyways because I know it's beneficial for me, right? And you know, 5 minutes into the ride, I felt fantastic. So get outside, get your naked skin on the sun. That's important. It's cold as hell right now, so I'm all bundled up here, but you know, every day that's nice, I'm getting out there. Even on the cold days, I'm still trying to tough it out and have my shirt off and get some sunlight exposure. We need the vitamins from the sun, man. Then we've got strenuous exercise. That kind of falls under similar, you know, principle of being outside, but you know, there's massive hormone benefits from just giving it your all, getting outside, exercising, you know, push-ups, pull-ups, sprints, even walking. Like, put some miles on your feet, man. You know, get out there, do some form of exercise, throw a ball around with your family, you know. You're gonna feel good after. I can guarantee if you're in a bad mood, get outside, do some burpees. When you come inside, you're gonna feel better. So that's important. Another one to improve your health is temperature extremes. So, you know, a lot of people know that, and if you're following me right now, you probably already know this, but cold exposure has been shown to, I forget the pathway, but it's been shown to basically put your body on edge and crank up hormones and your immune system, essentially, right? So it puts your body on edge, and your body's like, whoa, what the hell is going on? Your immunity gets boosted from this, and it's overall beneficial for your body. You get improved recovery from this. I think that's been shown, and it's just like that discomfort, that level of discomfort that you're putting yourself into is beneficial. Day by day, you'll notice it. It'll start affecting you, your confidence levels, things like that. And then the opposite end of the spectrum, if you can get access to it, everybody's locked down right now, but the sauna. So there's a few hacks that I'll suggest. Sauna, if you can get it, 100% do it. Heat shock protein's beneficial again. Lots of health benefits there. But if you're an average guy like me and you don't have a sauna in your house, you can do one of two things. You can go in your car, turn it on, go for a drive. When you get home, crank the heat, close all your windows, and put the recirculation button on, and just let the heat rip. I guarantee you 10-15 minutes. I know it's not good for the environment. You don't have to do this every day, but let it rip. And put some layers on, put a toque on, put a jacket on, just sweat it out, you know, and there you go, I call it the car sauna. So I saw that on YouTube a long time ago, and I've used it numerous times, especially in the summer. So you've got the car sauna, and then another way you can kind of activate similar heat shock proteins is layer up and exercise hard. And indoors right now is probably the best because it's warm out. It's warm inside, it's cold outside, at least where I am. But if it's already warm outside, layer up, like put 4 or 5 layers on, a toque on, gloves on, something that holds heat in, and go for a run. You're gonna get some benefit from that, some heat shock proteins. So we're coming to the end here. This is, you know, this might sound silly as well, but something as simple as talking to your neighbor, talking to your family and your friends, that's gonna have massive benefits. You know, we are spiritual creatures, and during this time of lockdown, it's tough because a lot of us are gonna suffer mentally because you know, we like to be in connection with each other. We're all connected, and we're all supposed to be in a community. You know, we evolved being in numbers. So me personally, I've noticed a huge morale. Like the morale is shitty right now. You know, I'm staying positive and optimistic, and I'm exercising extra hard to try and, you know, stay on track here, keep the eating clean, and I'm talking to my family, you know, I'm talking to my friends, but it's just not the same when you're not in, you know, person to person with them, because right now it's not allowed. So yeah, FaceTime your family, FaceTime your friends, call an old friend you haven't talked to in a while, call your aunt, you know, it'll be beneficial, I promise you that. And then the last one is just positivity and mindset. Like, you know, there's been, I'm pretty sure there's science, so don't quote me on this. I'm not going to pretend like I know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure there's been documents of people actually changing the chemistry of their body through thought. So positive thought, you know. I've heard stories of people like being all banged up and jacked up, and they have a positive mindset. They think about healing, they think about it, and next thing you know, they're healed. So, you know, your mindset is everything. You know, you can't control your external. It's never going to be within your control. All you can control is how you react. So if anything you take from this, take that. You know, there's only two ways to look at things in life. You already know what they are. You know, there's positive and negative. So look at things and observe things in an open-minded way. Keep your awareness heightened and just look at things objectively, you know. Emma, is this benefiting me to get angry over something as small as, like, say you're a family member not doing the dishes or something like that? Right now, you know, it's super important to be conscious of that. So keep your mind positive, and it will affect your life day to day. So those are my 8 little tips for you guys. I'm just kind of scrambling here, doing it off no practice and no cuts. That, you know, that's how I am. So anyways, everybody have a good day. Get outside, get some fresh air in your lungs, and be happy. Peace.